came to get down. So get out your seat and jump around. Jump around. Jump around. Jump around. Jump up and get down. Jump, jump, jump. Everybody jump, 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 jump. Everybody jump, 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 jump. I'll serve ya.
All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Today we are doing Chapter 10, Lesson 3, Lesson 4, and Lesson 5. This is all on surface area. Our learning goal is that students will be able to find the surface area for rectangular prisms, triangular prisms, and rectangular pyramids. Okay? So remember, number 1, break down the figure. You've got to know how many triangles and rectangles there are in your figure. Okay? Step 2, find the area for all of the broken down shapes. Remember, area, not volume, area. And then add all of those areas together. There's your surface area. Okay? These are figures that we need to know. Okay? So, a box. Remember this box, right? Box. If you break down a box, it will come back to look like this. Okay? You've got a top and a bottom, 2 sides, and a front and a back. They're all rectangles. Okay, a box is going to be all rectangles. So that means you've got 6 rectangles that you have to find the base times the height for all 6 rectangles. So you may want to do area of base times height for all 6 rectangles. Now, here's the good thing about this. This one and this one is the same. So you can find the area for one of those and then multiply it times 2. Then we've got the front and the back. These are also the same. This is the same as the front. So you can find the area for one of those and then multiply it times 2. Then we've got the area of the sides, and they are also the same as each other. So you can find the area for one of those and multiply it times 2. So really you're finding the area for 3 figures. 3 rectangles, the front and back, that's 1, the 2 sides, that's 2, and then the top and bottom. That's 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and practice this, shall we? All right, here's our figure. Okay, we've got 6. All of the ones that are the same are colored the same color, so that's helpful. So we need 3 formulas. Area equals base times height, area equals base times height, and area equals base times height. So we're going to do this blue one first. So area equals 10 times 10, which is 100. Once I find that area, I'm going to write it off to the right. So then I'm going to find the area for let's do the orange one. So the height for this one is 10, because if this is 10, then this is also 10. And the base here is 15, because if this is 15, then this is also 15. So the base and the height are 10 and 15. So 10 times 15 actually gives me 150. So once I get it, I'm going to write it off to the side. And then my last one is going to be the green one. Okay, so the green one is also going to be 10 and 15. Which is 150. Now, okay, you have found the areas for 3 of the rectangles. But remember, there's 2 of each of those. So you need to multiply this times 2, this times 2, and this times 2. Because there's 2 blues, there's 2 greens, okay, and then there's 2 yellows. Because they are all different, you have to multiply each one of those areas that you got by 2, okay, to get how many total we have. So 100 times 2 gives me 200. 150 times 2 gives me 300. And 150 times 2 gives me 300. So here's what you need to add up to find your surface area. 300 plus 300 plus 200. 0, 0, and 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 2 is 8. So my surface area for all of this is 800 inches squared. Remember, it is squared because it is surface area. It's the area of this surface, okay? So if you've got a box, you want to find the area for this rectangle, the area for this rectangle, the area for this rectangle, and then you're multiplying all those by 2 because there's 2 sides to it that are all the same. Okay? So our answer is 800 inches squared. Can't remember if I'm paused now or not. I'm just going to keep it rolling. Hopefully I'm not paused. I don't know. We'll see. So we've got a triangular prism here, okay, and that has 3 rectangles and 2 triangles. So our triangles are our bases, and our rectangles are the sides around, okay? So you'll need to find 3 rectangles. Those are all going to be, at least 2 of those will be the same. They all will typically be the same size. But either way, 3 rectangles, and then you've got 2 triangles that will be the same as well. Okay, and then we've got our rectangular pyramid or square pyramid. And you've got 1 rectangular square, and then you've got 4 triangles. So that's the one we are going to do next. Okay, so we've got our rectangle in the middle, which is base times height. And then we've got our 4 triangles, which are all the same. So base times height divided by 2. And then whenever you're done with that, you're going to multiply that by 4 because there are 4 triangles. So our base and our height for our rectangle are 16 times 16. Okay, so 16 times 16. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 1 is 6 plus 3 is 9. 0 to hold my place. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 1 is 1. Sorry. 6 and 9 and 6 is 15. Carry the 1. And 1 and 1 is 2. So you've got area equals 256. And then we want to do it for the triangle. So the base of the triangle is 16 times the height, which is 12. Divided by 2, and then when we get that answer, multiply it times 4. So 16 times 12 divided by 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6, and then we can multiply that times 16 to save us some time. So I'm doing this instead first. So 12 divided by 2, and then multiply it times 16. So 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 3 is 9. So we've got 96. And then we are multiplying that times 4. So 96 times 4, off to the side. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 9 is 36, plus 2 is 38, so 384. So we need to add together 384 and 256. 6 and 4 is 10. 1 and 8 is 9, plus 5 is 14. 1 and 3 is 4, plus 2 is 6. So our answer is 640 feet. Oh no. I hate when this does this. So hard to get back to a pen. No! There it goes. Okay, so 640 feet squared. Remember, it is squared because although this is a three-dimensional figure, we are finding the surface area, and area is squared. Okay, So that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you tomorrow.